Okay, so now what? What do we have to do to stop it?
I'm not so sure that we can. I've looked at all the paperwork. It's all legitimate. I'm afraid you could lose everything. Tony, what happened?
Well, it's obviously been some sort of mistake.
No, it's not a mistake, Antonio. I'm sorry. It's not. It's all legitimate.
Legitimate, and I could lose everything. Yes, I know. I heard you the first time, but you haven't told me why. Hey, what is going on?
Make love to me.
Mark, have you seen Johnny's supposed to meet me here? No, I haven't. Man, are you okay? Yeah, I just was... Cole, I know what happened last night. Star's dad went psycho on you, too, and it looks like it was even worse for you.
I don't care about the furniture. Just include it with the penthouse. Yes. Make the deal, please. Today. Yes, I want to be in Hawaii before sunset. Thank you.
We need to talk.
10-hour plane ride. We can talk on the plane. Get Star up and get her packed. Jack and Sam are already packed and itching to go. So am I. First, I gotta call the police station. Press charges against McBain for assault.
Good job.
You going somewhere, officer?
An appointment.
That's too bad. You're going to be late. This way.
What do you want?
You getting into a scrap, Lieutenant?
No, sir.
Oh, well, it'd be a shame if I had to relieve you of your duties here.
The real shame would be if something comes out about you first.
You've been trying real hard to dig up something on me, haven't you, John? Flying down to D.C., nosing around. Why waste your time? I'm here. I'll answer any question.
Why'd you leave the FBI?
I got tired. Living out of suitcases, putting my neck on the line, chump change. This job comes with a walk-in closet, pays a whole lot better.
So it's about the money.
And location. Land views a stone's throw from Philadelphia, New York, Atlantic City, D.C., 2 hours if I need to get there.
Why would you?
I know a lot of people in a lot of places, John.
Yeah, is that how you got the job?
Huh. Well, John, in the end, it's who you know and what you know about them.
Straight answers for once. I'm impressed.
I'm an open book.
So why'd you take a shot at Shane Morosco?
Yeah, I'd like to press charges.
Put the phone down. You're not going to drag anybody else into this mess, Todd.
John McBain assaulted me in the foyer there.
You created this nightmare. You and you alone. And we're not going to lash out at other people. We're going to sit down and talk about what's going on with this family here.
There's nothing to talk about. We're moving today.
Well, you still want to move to Hawaii? Thousands of miles away? Why? Because you're scared of Ramsey?
It's about a lot more than that now. Cole Thornhart is never going to touch my daughter again. The best thing for Star is to move her away from here.
Well, why is my phone dead? I charged it all night.
What did Mr. Manning do to you? Oh, he caught me in Langston in Star's room, and he went ballistic, like he's gonna kill me. That's why Langston told him where you were. You and Star. But Langston feels so guilty. She's all messed up over it. All right, well, tell her not to be. All right, Mr. Manning probably wouldn't have made good on the threat anyway. I mean, it was me who he wanted to kill. Not that I would have blamed him. I mean, if I thought that somebody was trying to hurt Star, I'd get crazy too. How is she? Have you talked to her? I've been trying to call her all morning, but she won't answer. Hey, you know what? Do me a favor. Tell John that I couldn't wait, okay? Where are you going? To see Star. What if her dad's there? Well, if he wants to stop me, he'll have to kill me.
What? Oh my God, this is dead too? Good morning. Is it? Did you get any sleep at all? Not much. Thanks, Diane. I'm not really hungry right now.
Yeah. It was a pretty awful night. I hardly got any sleep myself.
Mr. Manning said it's all my fault. He's right.
He's a psycho. I mean, how in the world were you to blame?
No, I shouldn't have told Star and Cole to go to my old house. They were just so desperate to be with each other, and Star's freaking out about having to leave Grandview.
Langston, you did nothing wrong.
We shouldn't even be talking about me. Would you please go check on Star? I'm really worried about her.
Of course.
Thank you.
It's called restitution, Antonio. The victims of the Santi crime family have filed a claim for your inheritance.
Okay, look, I don't understand. I mean, when I received that money, I checked to make sure that nobody had a claim on it, and no one came forward.
Well, sometimes these things take years to play out. You know, sometimes victims don't realize they even have a right to the claim, and sometimes the victims are too afraid to come forward, which is what happened in this case.
Afraid of me? But why? I mean, if the money was rightfully theirs, I would have given it to them. Willingly.
Well, I don't think they knew that. It's all in the file. It's spelled out pretty clearly.
Oh, my God. I knew what the Santis were capable of, but... I mean, John thought they could do something like this.
You know what happened. I strove to get that rifle from Todd Manning. Probably saved at least that child's life. Todd Manning is a very unstable fellow, don't you know? That answer your question? Got a penny more? Here I am. I don't normally offer that because you never know what'll walk in if you open your door too wide, but since you won't be around here very long, it shouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't be so sure, Ramsey. I think I could be a big problem for you.
Hey, come on, let go, man. Do you have a death wish? Hey, you better get that. Lang, hey. Hey, hello, hey, is Star there? Hey, they haven't left yet, right?
Cole?
They haven't left for Hawaii, right?
No, everyone's still here.
Well, is she okay? I've tried calling her 1,000 times and she hasn't answered.
I don't know. Mr. Manning won't even let me walk past her bedroom door.
Crazy, I have to talk to her.
Dorian just went upstairs to check on her.
Yeah, well, that's not good enough. I have to see her myself.
Cole, that's not a good idea. Mr. Manning's acting all creepy, saying stuff like he's gonna make us all pay and all that.
Cole, where you go? No, let me buy her. Hey, I don't think so.
Scott, can I talk to you for a minute? 1 second. Hi, honey. Orange juice?
You look exhausted. Did you get any sleep at all?
On and off. But now my dad cut my cell phone, he cut the landline, and I can't even get on the internet. But if he thinks that is going to stop me from seeing Cole, he's completely wrong.
Wait a minute. Before you go running off to see Cole, can I talk to you for a few minutes?
There's nothing to talk about here, Dorian.
Do you want to make things worse?
How can I make things worse? Were you there last night? Last night was horrible. My dad kept beating up Cole over and over and over again.
I know, your mother told me. It must have been a nightmare for you.
For me? What about for Cole? His mom died almost like 3 months ago, and now this? If my mom wouldn't have come and stopped my dad, he would have killed him.
I know, and that's why you've got to stay away from him.
Are you talking about Cole? Because if you are, I can't and I won't.
Honey, if your father finds out that you went to see Cole, he's going to be even more furious at him, and there's no predicting what your father will do.
And Dorian, don't you get what's going on? Do you understand what is happening? Today, my dad is going to put me on a plane to Hawaii. If I don't see Cole, that will be the last time that I will have ever seen him, and I need him to know how much I still love him.
Instead of putting the Hawaiian trip on hold like you promised, we'll just go back to your original plan. Maybe you could go upstairs, grab Star by the hair, drag her down the steps, we'll drag her on the plane, kicking and screaming. Yeah?
Yeah, it is the only solution.
Todd,
She can never see Thornheart again, ever.
she loves him.
Is that supposed to comfort me? I mean, have you really forgotten about what happened last night?
You are the one to blame for that.
I know. I do blame myself. He was trying to pay me back for what I did to his mom, and well, touche. Rape Star.
She said that nothing happened, and you know what?
I know what I saw
Well,
there.
even if something did happen, he did not force himself on her.
Well, I don't know where you were. I was in the room, and what I saw is branded on my mind.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you think Star feels? What's branded on her mind? Her father walks in on her and the boy that she loves. She sees you practically beat the boy to death. I mean, what kind of emotional scars do you think both of them are going to have?
Well, Star hates me for a little while because I'm doing the right thing for her. That's fine with me. And I could not care less about Cole's emotional scars. Just couldn't. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go upstairs, and you're going to get her out of bed. We're leaving. All right?
No. We're not going anywhere.
It details Antonio's gains from the Santis at the expense of the victims.
Well, the Santi family put my family through hell. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
But thank God we survived it.
Yeah. So we're talking about restitution here. How much?
If I may? That's the number that the lawyers come up with.
Oh, my God.
John, I gotta go. I gotta see Star. John, he has me now. There's still time.
To me.
Let me go.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. I saw Manning last night.
He do that to you?
I got careless.
Listen, I know it's because of me, and I'm sorry. But I cannot talk to you right now. I have to see Star before Dad takes away.
You're not thinking straight. He's not going to let you anywhere near her.
Well, then I'll figure something out. I'll sneak in.
Are you going to sneak in?
Let me tell you something. You got caught again. You deserve what you got coming to you.
All right, guys. Then what am I supposed to do, huh? Johnny, what would you do? If you thought you were never going to see the girl you loved again, what would you do, huh? Tell me.
I don't know. I know I made a lot of mistakes in this life. And a lot of people I cared about suffered because of it. Talking about my mom. And you.
Star, maybe you and Cole need a cooling off period.
There's no time for that, Aunt Dorian. I need to see him now. Just please, could you let me borrow your phone?
Honey, after what happened last night...
Nothing happened. Nothing could have happened because my dad ruined it and humiliated us.
Okay. Well, he certainly may have reacted inappropriately, but I gotta tell you, being honest, I'm relieved to hear that he got there before things went any further.
And that he ruined everything and that he almost killed my boyfriend?
Honey, honestly, you're too young to be intimate, physically intimate with anybody. At your age, you're just not ready, and it would have been a huge mistake.
Wait, I don't get it. I thought you hated my dad.
Well, I'm not one of his biggest fans.
Then why are you taking his side?
I'm on your side. Your happiness is my only concern.
Then you will help me see Cole. That is what will make me happy. And Dorian, I need you now more than I have ever needed you.
Blair, we've been over this and over this. Why can't you understand why we're moving?
I understand why you think we should move. And I think I told you from the beginning that I thought it was a stupid idea. But after your behavior last night, it's beyond stupid. Yet you still want to move us to Hawaii.
So, what would you prefer? To stay here in Landview and let Star date Cole? After what he did to her last night?
She was forced to do something she did not want to do because of you, Todd. Not Cole. She was with him that way because you told her that you were going to take her away from him. So you made all that happen.
This is the best thing for our family. Now, you and I should have seen this coming. There wouldn't have to be moving to Hawaii if we had seen this coming. He did it to her once before. All that crap about roid rage, boy.
Oh, okay, that's enough, Todd.
I felt sorry for him because of Marty. Jeez. I should have never let my guard down. He sure paid us back. Raped our daughter.
That is not what happened. And don't say it again, because this is nothing like what you did to Marty.
That's nice. So you think I'm more of a lowlife than Cole? I mean, he's no worse than his bastard father. No, you wouldn't get that, though, would you?
What I get and what I see is you making a very tragic mistake here.
I'm taking Star and you and Jack and Sam to Hawaii. So I want you to go upstairs and pack whatever you need for the next few days. The rest of it will come in a couple weeks.
You can go to Hawaii. You and Sam. I can't stop you from taking that little boy and destroying his life, but you're not taking Jack. You're not taking Star, and I'm not going with you.
No, you said I could lose everything.
Yes?
This is everything and beyond.
It's interest.
They're demanding more than I have.
You gave a lot of money to charity. Won't the courts take that into consideration?
No, I'm sorry, they
I
won't.
would have to sell this club for twice its worth just to cover the claim, and even then, I couldn't keep my loss.
I'm really sorry.
I never even wanted the Santi money, and I hated everything they stood for.
Antonio, this could be a blessing. Yeah, I know it doesn't feel like that right now, but this would cut your ties to them for good.
You know what this means? This means that you would be without a job, And so would Sarah.
Forget about me and Sarah. Don't worry about it.
Of course I worry about you. You're my brother.
Antonio, you will find a way to work this out. No, and Christian, I
loaned my
think...
mother some money for the diner for some kitchen equipment. Will they be able to touch that?
No, the diner's not on any of the claims. But I strongly suggest that you open all new accounts with the vendors, independent of Antonio. His name shouldn't appear on anything.
Oh, I understand. And I am going to pay you back every cent of that money.
Mama, por favor. I don't care about that.
But I do. You have a child, and you have responsibility.
Nora, Jamie, I took the majority of that money and I put it away for Jamie. For her future. I mean, are we going to be able to hold on to some of that?
You can fight this, you know. You can fight this in court.
No. No. I'll stoop to that. My father's put this family through enough. I'm worried about Jamie. She's everything I think about. Right now.
So you're threatening to break up the family, is that?
God, no. If you force her to move with us to Hawaii, she's going to hate us both. And when she's 18, she's going to be out of here.
But you don't really know how it's going to play out.
She loves Cole.
She's just too young to know what that word means.
Really? Well, she feels it, Todd. It's really big. That first love thing it's an overwhelming emotion. Some people even marry their first loves.
She hates me already. It won't matter if we move.
What are you talking about, Todd? You can stay here. You can work things out. You can make things right. You can do that.
Even if we don't move, she's never going to see that punk again.
Oh, and we both know how that works. We're just going to push them closer together.
Are you saying that you're okay with them sleeping together?
They didn't sleep together.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they were naked and in bed. I don't know what else that would be. I don't know what you saw. I know what I saw. I mean, they're too young to be doing what they were doing.
They may have been young, but they were in love.
No, you're wrong about that. And what they were doing was wrong. And no, it will never happen again. I won't let it happen again. I swore from the minute I saw Star that I would protect her with my life. And if you won't support me in moving the family away, you will support me in that.
Hey, I'm really glad you're here. You want something to eat?
No, I just came to be with you. To get out of that house.
Mr. Manning didn't do anything to you, did he?
Well, he was just a real jerk and kind of creeped me out.
I'm worried you're not safe there.
I'm fine. Doreen's not going to let anything happen to me. And plus, the Mannings are all moving today.
Too bad Mr. Manning can't just go to Hawaii by himself.
I wish. Marco, Cole's not the only one losing Star. We are too. Just so glad I have you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
I'm not going anywhere. Promise. Yeah, I've done some pretty stupid things in the past, but last night wasn't like that. And Star and I, we just wanted to spend some time together before she had to leave. And it was great. I mean, I realized how much she really gets me. And everything that I was going through, it's like she felt what I was feeling, you know what I mean?
You got a pretty good idea.
John, we both love each other. Just like my parents did. And she doesn't judge me. When I shot Miles, all she cared about was helping me. And I feel the same way about her. And that's why I want to help her now. And I will.
Please, Aunt Doreen, you have to help
already
me.
gave you
It'll be
that
just like Romeo and Juliet, where the nurse helps them both out.
Oh, yes, and that
Only it'll be a better ending, okay? Please, you said that you were on my side.
I am. And that's why I can't help you see Cole.
That makes no sense to me.
Your father and I agree on absolutely nothing, all right? But we both love you and care for you very much.
Then why don't you guys want me to be happy?
Speaking for myself, I have to say, I honestly believe that you're in over your head. I'm sorry. I know this is painful for you.
Nobody understands that if I don't see Cole, my life is over.
This place is like a second home to Christian. He's put so much time and energy into it. If he had to give all that up.
For Antonio, it's all about his little girl. And securing a future for her. And he wants to be able to take care of his mother. I mean, that's huge for him.
Yeah, Christian too.
I just wish there was something we could do.
I can't fight them, Mommy.
Of course you can. And you won't. Because you're a good and decent person. And you believe these people deserve something for what the Santis did to them.
Yeah, well, I care about my family, too.
Oh, don't worry about me. I got a job, like I said. You didn't pay me enough anyway.
We're about to give you a raise.
Oh, great. Good to know now. Listen, this might turn out to be a good thing. For me. I mean, ever since I've been seeing Sarah, I've been painting again, so I'll keep doing that. Who knows where it'll lead.
And I'll be fine too, Antonio. Look, the Vega family managed for many years before my brother's money. I guess we'll just have to work a little harder. Big deal. And even after you got your inheritance, you stayed with the force.
Well, we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
Commissioner, you wanted to see me.
Yes, come in. We're just finishing up.
Hi, Carl.
Hi, Nora. How have you been?
I've been very well, thank you. And you?
Great. Ann just had another baby.
You
A
did?
boy.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's nice seeing you.
You too. So what's going on? What is Todd Manning's lawyer doing here?
Nora, the mayor and I have been talking. He's not too happy with you.
Really? He told you that?
Well, it's not personal, of course. It's your record as a DA. I believe his words were pretty pathetic.
And why isn't he telling that to my face? Am I hearing it from you?
I'm sure he will be telling it to your face in the near future. The problem is your inability to get a conviction. It's just not working for you.
You can't go around telling people that you shot someone.
I told Star I shot Miles because I trust her. And you should have Miles' name to press charges.
Still a shooting. Not to mention that Ramsey was there when it happened. Let me tell you something. All it's going to take is one person corroborating his story, and he won't bat an eye coming after you. And at that point, I won't be able to do anything to stop him.
Star, look at me. Look at me. I don't want you to say anything or even think anything like that again. You are a beautiful, fabulous young woman with a brilliant future ahead of you. Your life is just beginning.
I will never be happy again, not without Cole.
I know you think that now, but
I don't think it. I know it. And what about Cole? He just lost his mom a couple months ago. What is he supposed to do? He doesn't have anybody that knows him as well or loves him as much as I do, and he never will. What is he supposed to...
Star, Sweetie's mom.
Hey? Everything all right, ladies?
I think she could use her mother.
Okay.
Well, I think I have some really terrific news for you.
Wait, does that mean that I can have my phone back? Because I really need to talk to Cole.
Oh, it's so much better than that, Star.
What is it?
I talked Dad into not moving us all to Hawaii.
You what?
Mm-hmm.
What did you
I
say?
just kept talking to him until he finally listened to reason.
Are you... Oh my... Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to
Listen, just because
I know. He doesn't mean no mad about all you still, and I'm gonna go talk to him right now. Star!
Hey, Mom, you like my shirt? So when are you going to Hawaii?
We're not, sweetie.
Why?
Well, there's just been a change of plans, and we're going to stay right here in Lambview, okay?
But it's not fair. I wanted to go. I told all my friends. It's not fair, Mom.
Honey, it's okay.
Dad? Mom told me that we're not moving to Hawaii, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank your mother.
I understand that it was hard for you to change your mind, especially when you think that you were right.
I am right.
Dad, I know that you think that you're right, but I know that the best thing for us is to stay in Landview. And I promise to work things out with you even after everything that happened with Cole.
Don't ever say that name again. Ever.
Are you worried about your job on the force, Antonio?
No. No, I will keep that job. No matter what I have to do. It's for my little girl. And I'll do anything for her.
It's just a heads up, Nora.
Oh, is that what we're calling it?
Well, it's better to know what you're up against, particularly in election year, right?
No, thank you. It's also an election year for the mayor.
Which is why your conviction record is on his radar.
Why do I get the feeling that this is coming from you and not Mayor Lowell?
It makes no difference. Now, you made an absurdly lenient recommendation to a SAP judge about the Marcy McBain case.
I thought that was a very fair sentence.
And you completely blew the Lindsay Rappaport case.
Yes, I admit I let that one get away from me,
And
but we're still working on it.
Lawrence.
What about him?
Oh, let us not be coy, Nora. You let Cole Thornhart get away with shooting a man.
Miles refused to press charges.
I was there. It was a crime, and nobody was held accountable. Now, the only high-profile conviction you got was Todd Manning for killing a woman who wasn't even dead. Now, was that incompetence or revenge?
I don't know. I was in a coma.
All right. Well, here's where we are. I book crimes, and you need to get convictions. Otherwise, we're just spinning our wheels here, wasting precious time.
Much like we're doing right now. I get it. Always a pleasure talking to you, Commissioner.
Yes, always. Now, Nora, the mayor is in agreement. You need to start doing your job, or we'll get someone who will.
I know you blame Ramsey for your mother's death. So do I, and we're gonna get him. But right now, we gotta watch our step. He looks for stuff that he can hold over people. There's no point in giving Manning extra ammo so he can come after you.
It's so unfair. Both his parents are gone, and now Star's leaving. What's gonna happen to him?
Oh, Cole really lost it when his mom died. I hope it doesn't get that bad.
We have to make sure that we're gonna be there for him.
Yeah, and each other.
Dorian and I all alone in that big house. No Jack, Star, Sam, the place is gonna be so empty without them.
Is Star any better?
Well, she's talking with her daddy right now. It's between the two of them. They have to work it out.
What? I'm amazed she's even talking to Todd.
Well, I got him not to move us all to Hawaii.
What, is it just a temporary postponement?
No, he said he definitely is not moving us to Hawaii.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's... I just need you to understand something.
What?
Todd is never going to spend another night in this house again.
Dorian?
No! He was totally out of control last night. He beat up Cole. He devastated Star. He was verbally abusive.
I am not condoning his behavior, but no, Dorian. He did those things out of love for his family because he's trying to protect us. Now, if you're going to move him out, you're going to have to move the rest of us.
But there is no way that I want all of you to move out.
Well,
Okay, fine. I will give Todd yet one more chance. Because, well, quite honestly, I can better protect my girls if you're all under one roof with me. But so help me, Blair, if he frightens or threatens any of you again.
I can handle Todd, all right? I can do it.
Are you sure? Are you sure it can be done?
Dad, we can't work things out with each other if you're not going to give me any freedom, okay? If you're going to tell me what I can and can't do.
I'm your father, Star. That's my job.
But Dad, you can't tell me who my friends are or tell me who I should fall in love with.
Star, we're going to stay in Lambview on one condition. That you avoid Cole Thornhart altogether.
And how's that going to happen? I go to school with him.
Well, you're going to avoid him at school, as he will avoid you. If I discover he's even walked past your lunch table, he's going to go to prison.
For what? Are you going to tell the police that he raped me? Because then when they ask me about it, I'm going to say that he didn't do anything.
Did you say rape? Who's talking about rape? No. He shot Miles Lauren. Shot him in the chest, almost killed him. Hey, you got to stay away from him. If you don't, I'm going to make sure he goes to prison. And then you'll never see him again, ever.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Charlie and I are just fine, thank you.
Doreen's been lying to me. I want to know about it.
Dad is out for blood right now, and he's not going to stop until he gets it.
Cole Thornhart was anywhere near my daughter. I'm going to make him pay.
Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on Soap.